Yo, what is going on, guys? It is DSG Commander today with another College Football 26 Ultimate Team video. And today, I'm going to teach you guys how to get coins right now in Cut 26. In case you guys don't know the channel, all I do is talk about no money spent methods. If you guys are looking for coin trading points or XP, this is the place to be. Because like I said, all I do is post no money spent methods. As always, if you guys have any questions on what I talk about in today's video, make sure to leave a comment down below, and I will answer your comment as soon as possible. Today, I have the best coin making methods. We're going to go over the best filters on the auction house to snipe cards. We're going to go over the best trading values in case you guys want to do rerolls to try to make some coins, as well as some no money spent tips and tricks. With all that being said, let's dive straight into it. Let's cover the best filters on the auction house to snipe these cards. Before we even get started, I recommend while you're sniping cards, play through your regular games. While you're waiting for these cards to sell, play through games in head-to-head or your gauntlet games or anything like that. Play your solo challenges. So just it makes it more efficient to do it this way. But the best filters right now are going to be anything alumni based today. Probably going to change the next 24 to 48 hours, but right now alumni cards are the best cards to flip. I'll just show you how to set this up. It's going to be anything 80 to 84 overall is where you're going to want to live at. The 80 overalls, 80 to 81 overalls are going to be most common, obviously. Probably going to make the most coins off these as well. But I would still check in on anything 80 to 84 overall. So let's go over these prices here. 80 overalls right now are going to sell for about 15.8K, 15.9K. Your target price here is about 13 to 13.5K. Not a lot of coins to be made per sale. And something you're probably going to have to do as well is maybe go by position, because there are a lot of these cards here. Even by conference can sometimes be faster, just to make it a little easier for you guys to find these cards quickly. It's probably how I'd recommend doing it. It's just going by conference, All-American, All-ACC, all these things. Just filter back and forth here. And you're going to look to buy in at about 13 to 13.5K. These snipes will sometimes come in bunches where you find 3 in 1 minute, and sometimes you go 5 minutes without finding a single card. So 15.8 to 16.1K is where you want to list these cards up. You want to pretty much maximize your profit by listing these as high as possible. So just keep that in mind. You can see here these 81s are a little more uncommon. Vernon Davis is going to be a really good budget card, so I would expect his 81 to be a little bit more expensive than others. You'll see most 81s right now do go for about 20K. If alumni aren't working for you, you can always just check out our regular 80 to 81 overall filter, and that's just by going into here and filtering by newest, and then just set your filters up like this: 80 to 81. You're filtering by conferences, and then filter by newest. By filtering by newest, you are enabling yourself to see 81s and 80s for the right price. It just makes it easier to understand what you're looking at here. The same prices kind of apply. You want to look at about 13.5K, and then resell, I would try to max out as much as possible as well. 15.8K, sometimes even more. It really just depends on the player. You can probably get away with like 16.5K if you're listing it like this. So, which means you can probably buy for almost 14K on these 80s. Just really depends on the card you're buying, honestly, because not all these cards go for the exact same. And then we'll check out Alumni one more time as well. I'll show you guys just some of these higher overall cards. I'm not even in the right thing here. We'll go to 80 to 83, 82, 83, and then Alumni. This is where we want to be at as well. Not going to be as good as 80 overalls, 80 to 81s, but you will still find some profits here. Simply because so many people are opening packs today, they're doing rerolls. You will see quite a bit of these cards. I also recommend filtering by newest here. So these 83s are going to run a little over 40K. These 82s are going to run a little over, they're running about 40K as well, which is actually kind of surprising. There are a lot of 82s for about 40K. In the past, we've seen 80s go for around 30-something thousand. So Ronnie Lott right here. The next card we're not seeing with Ronnie, or we are seeing Ronnie at about 47K. I can make a basically 3,000 coin profit just by relisting this card right here. So you'll see most of these cards are going to sell 45 to 50K, even though they're all the same overalls. So I think buy-in price here is going to be at about 40K, right at about 40K. Relist for like 46K to 50K, somewhere in that range, just still maximizing your profit when reselling these cards. And then 84s as well you can check out. Not as many of these, but there's still going to be some. It's maybe worth checking out. I think the best budget card in the game right now is 84 overall Vernon Davis. This is 60K for a tight end that is faster than most. He's, I believe, 6'3". Is he 6'4"? Or is he 6'5"? He's something like that. Yeah, he's 6'3". Good route running. This is an incredible budget card, so people might be looking to buy this card for more than it's actually saying right now. Like, I could see people paying 75K for this card because it's that good. So I would expect this card to go up throughout the week. Could be completely wrong, but I would expect this card to jump up at least 10K by the end of the week. So these are the best filters right now. Your training is probably going to apply fairly similar. We'll go over training values right now, something that I'd recommend doing. I think the best training value is 78 to 79. However, those are really hard to find cards at that price. So it's going to be the same concept I just told you with these snipes. Just depends on what you want to do. If you want to flip cards, if you want to snipe cards for training, I would recommend just going in here to like the same way we did it, just with 80 to 81, and then filtering by conference, filtering by newest. You want to look to buy these 80s at 13.5K or so. and then the 81s at about 17.5 to 18K. These are hard to find at that price, and if you're really trying to make profit by doing the guaranteed 85 or 86 plus rolls, you really need to be stingy with how you do this, because you can lose a lot of coins if you're overpaying for these cards, and then you end up pulling one of the worst cards possible out of the reroll. So keep that in mind. I'm going to show you guys some rerolls at some point in this video. I'll show you my team real quick, why I recommend doing one of these B&D rerolls. I'll show you this right now. Go to training. This Fresh Faces B&D reroll for a little over 200K, I pretty much revamped my entire team. I spent about 225K on this, and it transformed my entire team. I'll show you guys this here shortly, but if the odds are good, and the odds seemed really good the other day, my girlfriend opened 10 packs. She pulled 2 LTDs within 10 packs and another 85 overall. So, actually, it was an 86 overall, I think. So, these were really hot yesterday. I recommend trying the girlfriend method if you are trying to reroll packs. This has been beneficial for my experience and very good for the squad. So, Alumni is probably what everyone's going to be doing today, but EA could have just completely nerfed these pack outs. Fresh Faces were definitely higher than whatever they've been in the past yesterday. I'll show you guys what I've got for my team, as well as when I get to that point in the video I'm editing this, I'll show you guys some of the rerolls I did today. The rerolls are definitely not as good. But within 225K, I pulled David Bailey. I pulled this guy right here. I pulled this guy right here. I pulled Carson Beck. I pulled this guy right here. Who else did I pull? I pulled a Nick Anderson, but I sold him. I pulled him as well. And that's it, I believe. Yeah, that's it. So just from 225K, I pulled all these cards. I basically revamped my team. All the highest overall cards right now were from 225K of training rerolls. Obviously, I probably got extremely lucky, but really, really good rerolls. I'd recommend you guys check them out. I'll throw some rerolls on screen right now so you guys can see how they were today. They were definitely not as good. I am curious, though, if you guys have opened any of the B&D rerolls so far this year. How have they been for you? So far this year, they've been pretty bad, except for yesterday when I just kept pulling champion cards and LTD cards, just pulling Carson Beck and the, I believe, right edge. Those were the best cards I pulled all year by far, and they happened in like a 3-minute span. So if you guys have any luck with those so far, let me know. I think a lot of people are pulling Lawrence Taylor as well, because Lawrence Taylor is fairly cheap on auction house right now. Only like 300K, 350K. And Vernon Davis is only like 180. Vernon Davis is like the best tight end in the game by far, and he's only 180,000 coins. So very curious to see how it's been for you guys. I think those cards are so cheap because rerolls are so good. It's definitely a breath of fresh air compared to Madden, where rerolls are terrible, packs are terrible, everything's terrible in the store. To where in this game, rerolls definitely feel more rewarding. So let me know how you guys have done so far with rerolls this year and just coin packs or any type of packs in general. I can definitely see a major difference in this game in college football between Madden. Madden, it's always been terrible. So definitely curious. I'm also just enjoying the game overall as well so far. These rerolls, I know you're seeing right now, are pretty bad, but got to be due for some bad luck after what I pulled last night, being able to revamp my team for only 200K and just a few rerolls. So yeah, pretty bad rerolls, but overall pretty successful last couple days. And then as always, just make sure you're staying up to date with your gauntlet games and your head-to-head seasons. Head-to-head seasons has made me so many coins. This is basically funding my team in my training reroll addiction, is basically how this is working. I take half the profit I make off these packs and I turn that into training. The other half I sell and buy the players that I want. That's pretty much my strategy here. I'm just rinsing and repeating these head-to-head seasons all over again. You get 2 national championship packs for winning at all conference division. And then the gauntlet games as well. I think I'm 3-1 right now in my gauntlet. It's not even displaying. So last week I got 6 wins. Looking for that again right here. There are some insane rewards in the gauntlet. I'm sure most of you guys know what the gauntlet is by now. But just you're basically getting 50K coins per win is essentially what it comes down to as you get into these higher overalls. So these higher win ratings. So definitely worth your time. These are the best rewards in packs, and just coin to time ratio things you can have in this game is by playing the gauntlet and doing well. So it's definitely worth looking at pro style schemes and stuff like that to scheme your defense and offense to win games. It is by far and clear and away worth it, the best way to make coins in the entire game. Make sure you're flipping cards and selling those cards while you're playing the games. Just make sure the cards on the auction house while you're selling or while you're playing your head-to-head games. It's just kind of more efficient to play it that way. And then playing through your souls is good as well. I'm definitely lacking at that right now, but I'll get on the ball with it for sure. We do get some free rewards in here as well. Free players, free 80+ packs, B&D packs. So that's cool stuff to see from EA, giving us free stuff. No one should ever complain about that at all. And that is real high for you guys today. Field passes as well. Just make sure you're staying updated with. This login pass is something you could definitely to keep in mind and work on, and just be checking into the game every day, because at the end of this login pass, I do believe we get an 87 overall B&D player. That's awesome. I mean, that's for just logging in. You don't actually have to play a single game. The second you click Ultimate Team, when you load into this game, you do get this player right here. So that's awesome. Love to see that from EA Sports. We love free stuff. Never ever going to complain about free stuff. So that is all for you guys today. If you guys have any coin methods you want to share down below, or your experience making coins in this game, I think they have really just made it to where playing the game is how they're going to reward us for coins, which I actually like. I think that's cool. I don't like flipping cards in the menus all day, but it's something we're going to incorporate still through playing this game. So I hope you guys are here today. Stay safe for me. Peace out.